At 2.84. We're awaiting the official scoring as Giwan Bay lays down a bunt, rolling towards Martinez. They're going to ask Kloffenstein to field again, but that time he loses the race. Giwan Bay beats it out. No chance Kloffenstein could have gotten there. 2-2. Clifford drives it deep in the air right field, and there it is. It's gone! Off of the light tower. Ryan Clifford has his first home run of the year, and it's a big one. A 3-run blast, 379 feet, and 108 miles an hour off the bat.
This right field, somewhat of a short porch, and they're sending it way deep into the Salt City deck. Solid bat as of late. Last night, 2 for 4 with a homer and a 2-run double. 1-1 pitch. Bay hits it in the air deep to left field. Dominguez jogs to his right, now a couple steps back, where he makes the catch for the first out. Dominguez never seems to make a direct path to the ball.
Yeah.
Bases juiced for Giwan. With 2 outs, Messenger fires. First pitch, a called strike on the inner third of the plate. 0-1. Bay wearing the silver number 3 on the back of his blue jersey. Open stance, resting the bat on his left shoulder. Now waves it above. 0-1 pitch, and Bay slaps it foul. Hard hit ball just late on a 95-mile-per-hour fastball.
Bay has worked some long counts this week. We'll see if he tries to just keep fighting pitches off and get something he likes.
Crowd rustling, dogs barking. They want some action. 0-2. Bay takes a ball high. The dog barking is saying, sit fastball here. That's,
drive it the other way if it's there.
1 ball, 2 strikes, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Bay takes a ball and it bounces away from Sanchez. Clough comes home and scores. It's 9-3 Mets. Syracuse has matched its season high in runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Wild pitch scores Clough, makes it a 2-2 count. Yanni Hernandez to third, Morabito to second. Two-two pitch. Bay takes ball 3 outside. Great eye to lay off the changeup.
And Bay just makes it tough on hitters, or tough on pitchers, I should say. Messenger's trying to get a changeup low and away to get Bay out in front. If he is out in front, it's a drop third strike, and it's something he fishes at, but instead a run comes in.
Can he get him to bite on one? With 2 outs, 2 on, 3-2 is high and away, ball 4. Second walk in a row by Zach Messenger. He's tossed 51 pitches. A couple outs here in the bottom of the 5th, and we've got another pitching change. Rail Riders trail it by 6, and they'll put a new pitcher in the ball game when we come back from break here on the Score 12.
And you go on a ground ball that's over to the right side of the infield. Here's Giwan Bay. Swings at the first pitch and kills it. Down the right field line. If it's fair, it is gone, and it is! Wait. The umpire puts his hands out. The runner stops at second. Morabito stops at third, saying it's not a homer.
Umpire made a safe call. Dick Scott out of the dugout. Umps are going to talk about this one. You know, we'd be lying if we said this was the first time the umps had to confer to make a call over the past couple days.
Taking a look at the replay.
Yeah, it's clearly gone. It is over the fence. It bounced off of the material, past that pink T-Mobile sign over the blue fence. It's gone. No, that's the wrong call. It's a homer.
Crew Chief Darius Ghani says it's not a home run. Dick Scott is out to argue. Dick Scott is talking about ground rules.
I mean, it's clearly a home run. Dick's got all the right in the world to talk about this one with them.
Dick Scott's not a man that shows much emotion, And his Bafooey hand wave is probably the most we've seen out of him this year. That means you know he's angry. So, what 5-tool player for the most part. He's really doing everything to start the season.
He is. We've seen power, we've seen speed, great defense, and he's still only 22 years old.
It's crazy. Giwan Bay takes the first pitch strike. The 26-year-old from Korea down in the count 0-1. Morabito, 2.5 strides off of first. Staring at Hamill, who's nearing 60 pitches. Spinning a throw to first. Morabito just back in. Martinez Jr. is not cool with that call. Neither are the Yankee fans in attendance. Hamill's ready to go. The 0-1 pitch, Morabito on the move. Breaking ball drops in there. Throw down to second. Not in time. So Morabito with some baseball IQ, he steals on a 73-mile-an-hour curveball and allows him to slide into the back part of the base.
3 for 3 stealing bases this year. He waits for the right time, and he executes.
Another man in scoring position for the Mets in Game 2. Count is 0-2. And here's the pitch. Base slices it high in the air, drifting toward the seats. And, oh, it's dropped. Paul DeYoung was making contact with the protective netting down the line. He had his left hand out to brace himself. He tried to make the catch with that hand. Came up empty.
Yeah, he actually did have a chance at that one. Maybe it hit the netting a little before his glove, but it was close.
So Bay stays alive. Bat draped on his left shoulder. Hamill set it as Yankee blue bell. And the pitch. Ripped up the middle. Dominguez can't get there. It's a base hit. Morabito gets the stop sign at third. Giwan Bay with a no-out single, and the Mets have runners at the corners with no outs for Ronnie Mauricio.
Giwan Bay went from soft groundouts for about a week straight to just ripping the cover off the ball. Line drives, extra base hits, easy singles like that. He's taking just about anything in the zone and putting it in play.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to Nate Irving, team's hitting coach, as to what is going on with Giwan Bay and how he's gotten to this point. Big power bat at the plate. First pitch, Bay's going, and there's no throw from the catcher, Henry. Ball fell out of his hands.